Yeah, hi there, Elaf, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And congratulations, first of all, you already have an 87, so you improved your score from 80 to 87, so you're doing very well. You had 19 in the reading, 22 in the listening, you had 24 in the speaking, and then 22 points in the writing area. So your target score is above 100, and you say you're planning to allocate 2 hours daily for 2 months. I'd be grateful if you can give me some tips that can be used together with the 2-month guide that I downloaded from your website. So yeah, I can do that. So you want to take the test, I think you said, in the end of June or the early July. Okay, I got three basic suggestions here. So your lowest area here is reading. So you definitely want to work on those reading areas. And let me give you 5 basic suggestions that can help you with your reading proficiency. First of all, stay in the habit of reading about 45 to 60 minutes every day. This is very important. This will help you concentrate better, you remember better, you'll improve your reading speed. Secondly, you want to improve your vocabulary. You can do this directly in the vocabulary portion of my course by learning the words in vocabulary lesson number 3, lesson number 4, lesson number 5, and lesson number 6. Number 3, you also want to go to the reading area in my course. You want to work on improving your reading speed. Faster readers have better comprehension than slower readers. They have fewer distractions, and it'll help you get through the TOEFL exam much faster with a faster reading speed. So your goal is use my reading section of my course to improve your reading speed to 300 words per minute. All right, my 4th suggestion is, again, go to the reading section of my course and become familiar with the IBT reading question types and the strategies for answering those questions. And then number 5, my 5th suggestion is to take a TOEFL level reading practice test. My online course actually I have full-length IBT practice tests in the 8th section of my course. You can also take individual sections of the exam if you don't want to take the whole thing. For example, if you want to take just the reading or just the speaking or just the writing, you can also do that. All right, so if you do those 5 things, you'll definitely improve your reading. This is important. So again, reading about 45 minutes every day, building your vocabulary, increasing your reading speed, becoming more familiar with the IBT question types and the strategies for answering them, and then taking some TOEFL level reading practice tests. If you do those things, you'll get better. Now, in addition to doing those things, I also recommend using my course at least an hour every day, probably more than that, I'll be honest with you, because 87 to 100, it sounds easy, but that's not so easy because 100 is a very, very high score. You already have good English, but you want to go even higher than that, so that's going to require a lot of effort on your part in order to make those improvements. But anyway, at least 1 hour during the reading practice that I suggested, at least 1 hour every day going through the lessons in that 60-day TOEFL study guide. That'll probably get you going in the right direction. Now, of course, Elaf, you want to use English whenever you can. And when you're practicing listening, if you watch TV, I think you live in the United States, if I remember. I just saw that you made a payment. And welcome to my course, by the way. You just made a payment. I think you're living in Massachusetts, am I right? So you have TV, so if you're watching TV, pay attention to news, science especially, history, and documentary programs, and that's also going to be very helpful for your academic English language proficiency. Alrighty, thank you very much for your comments. Thank you for joining my course, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.